Good morning, you're here with Live Sail Die for day one of the Prada Cup final. We've got Ineos Team UK up against the Rossa Prada Pirelli. The last time these two teams battled it out, it was a pretty exciting race with 9 lead changes. So, as a sailor, I'm pretty excited to see how they're going to go today. Let's take a look at the predicted wind forecast and see how it's going to play out there. So it looks like course A is going to be used, which is the northernmost course, and the predict wind high resolution model suggests that we're going to have a northeast sea breeze building throughout the day, and by the time of the race start it'll be between 8 to 12 knots and building throughout. We'll have wind against tide with low tide at 3:30, so that should make for some interesting conditions on the race course. But other than that, it looks like we'll have some good racing. Hey, I'm here with Shannon from Rossa Prada Pirelli, and how are you feeling about today, mate?
Good. I mean, raring to go. Team's charged up. You know, we've had a good 10 days of training since the semis against the American Magic. Done a few more mods. Really focused.
Do you want to tell us about those mods?
I think you'll see them come out.
Okay.
Depending on the rails. No, it's just there's always still more to develop with regards to foils and systems and all that stuff. So stuff that you won't notice from off the boat. But
you know, T versus W versus Y foils and all the different controls within.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of those are all hidden. So no, our foil shapes, you won't really notice a difference, but there have been changes, and I think now it's down to those refinements. But those little refinements with these boats going at these speeds equate to knots of VMG. So no, it's been really good, and I think it's really good to be back in a Challenger Selection final, so being here for the Prada Cup.
And you're back on the boat today because you were on the race for race 4 of the semis, eh?
Yeah, I was on the I stepped on for the last race against the American Magic. I'm not in the starting lineup today, which is fine, as in ultimately
you're a team, right?
We're all a team, exactly. And it's really good to see all these young guys, the guys that stepped into the role after my injury. Yeah. They can go all the way through.
Do you get more nervous off the boat, or when you're on?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I'm realizing that. Having not ever really been off the boat, it is definitely more nerve-wracking to be off and watching.
Yeah. Steely asked Max that question the other day, and he said the same thing.
Yeah, no, it's different in our roles where we're in a grind or a trimming position. You're putting so much into the race. Yes, you do have an input into the final NCAP because all the pieces have to work together. But when you feel you still have something of you're in control of the situation, whereas when you're off it, it's just hook in and hold on for the ride, and it can be a roller coaster. But
my heart's in my mouth when I'm watching these things.
The boats, it's actually one of the biggest things I realized when I was injured and stepped off. The boats are amazing to watch from off the boat. You don't actually appreciate it when you're on the boat, A, because of the work rate, and 2, because of aerodynamics. We're just all hidden away, so you don't actually see anything. And these, unlike the big cats like in San Francisco and the F-50s as well, being on board was a really amazing visceral experience, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of action going on visually. On these things, you're head down, and we don't see any of the racing going on, so it's actually way more interesting to spectate it. So I hope you guys are enjoying the racing.
I'm absolutely fizzing, mate. We're sailors. So.
And if it picks off from where we last left it with Ineos, I think that last race, we don't want the result to head that way, but it was definitely.
I think Max will have a heart attack.
It was one of the best races I've seen in a long while in any Cup edition. 9
lead changes at that speed. You had what, 80, 90 knot closing speed. It's just.
No, it was, and course C. It's always a balance. Yes, course C is amazing because you got to get back to sailing the ships and all that kind of stuff. At the same time, the Cup's something where you pour millions into development R&D, and sometimes you would like just that race course where you can see boat speed in itself going for it. That's what the Cup is. It's that mix of technology and the human performance. So.
Mate, when a fiberglass hull was first used, it was controversial, or a wing keel. So look where we are now.
No. So it's Let's just see how this weekend pans out, and then take it on to next week.
Awesome. Thanks for your time, man.